welcome to the Teaching Corner. Today I wanted to talk to you about articulation and things that you can use to help your students with articulation. So as a teacher for the deaf and hard of hearing, and then also as a teacher or a tutor for Orton Gillingham now, I've worked with lots of students that have articulation errors, and oftentimes you think, oh, well, that's just the speech and language pathologist's job, they're going to work on that. But oftentimes I found that I need to emphasize that or support that as well in my tutoring, because some of my students may not see a speech language pathologist, and then sometimes they just need a little bit of added practice as well. So one of the things that I like is these pair-ups by Linguasystems, and this is like articulating R. R is very complicated sometimes for certain kids, but what I like about the way they do it, they have different cards, but they do it in the initial, medial, and final positions. So like here's the R is in the initial for rug, here it's at the final position in guitar, and here it's in the medial position for kangaroo. So it's not all just things that start with R, because R shows up in more than one place. They also have them for like your SH and things like that. Another thing that some of our kids struggle with, and this can make writing difficult and sometimes even speaking grammatically correct sentences, is location concepts. So they have these pair-ups with location concepts, and it starts as simple as things like in, but then it goes to like in front of, behind, in back of, things like that, or as much more difficult things like apart. So I really like that. And finally, they also have associations, which I like, because sometimes our kids struggle with knowing what goes together and they need help putting things together. So, you know, peanut butter goes with jelly, or a toothbrush goes with toothpaste. So what the other reason that I like these is many times I've been itinerant. I need things that are quick and easy to throw in the bag and go from one kid to the next. And then I've tended to purchase the ones that the vast majority of my students are struggling with, so that I can use them multiple times and in multiple different settings. So hope that was helpful. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.